albums like this, like Michael Jackson, he might do 30, 40 songs for the album. And then they would kind of go in a room and decide which were the 12 songs that was going to be on the album, right? So if you were one of the people that had one of those 30 or 40 songs, you was praying the night before. Because if Michael Jackson had picked one of your songs to be on the album, you was going to make it, right? And then I remembered when the track listing came out, all the songs that Teddy had on this album is crazy to be so young. You was telling me about when you went into a marketing meeting for this album?
Yeah. Well, the first marketing meeting, I wasn't invited. And Michael had stopped that meeting and said, someone have to go get Teddy, because we can't start this meeting until he's here. And then when I went into the meeting, you know, he got right down to it and started talking about the album cover and everything. And everything was lying on me, because he was like, listen, I need you to help me make the decision of this album.
Are you serious?
Yeah. So I chose the album cover.
Right.
The one with the collage and everything, because he was working on that in his private room. And every time I went in there, it was just something new on the collage. It was just like he was putting that together from different magazines and snatch things. And that's the one thing that Michael, he's an artist.
Okay.
So he likes to create. And he was creating the album cover and didn't even know it. Because he thought, actually when I told him, I said, he was showing me pictures across the whole table. And he said, so which one do you think should be the album cover? I said, none of them. And he said, what do you mean? Do I have to do another photo shoot? I said, no. The album cover is in your room. And he was like, what do you mean? I said, the collage. That's your album cover. And he had his monkey, he has everything on there. So it was telling the story of his life.
Man.
So after that, I was invited to every marketing meeting. It was a beautiful thing, you know. And he always stressed it. He asked me, how should I look for my first video? And I said, you should show your features. He said, what do you mean? I said, put your hair in a ponytail. Wear a t-shirt.
Wow.
Keep it in the closet.
Wow.
And from then, he was just saying, you know, I think I should do more of this. Just show my features, show the real me. Wow. People never understood why he never wanted to show that was because of his skin disorder.
Aww.
So he went and did it anyway.
Wow.
He's one daring person, and he dares himself a lot.
Now that I'm sitting here thinking about that whole scene with him wearing the white t-shirt and the black hat.
No,
right?
just a ponytail. He just had a ponytail.
Just a ponytail?
Yeah.
Wow.
You know, when Wanda and I were talking, when we think about that, and even in conjunction of Aretha Franklin passing, you know, you've worked with Aretha, Whitney, Michael, and people thought that Whitney, had she not passed, she would have gone and been Aretha.
Yes.
Who is it now?
Wow. Who I would say, it's a lot out there. A lot of great singers.
But
female.
Who has the stardom? It's hard, right?
It's just really hard.
Yeah.
I can't even name, and I know a lot of the great singers today, but I just don't think that they're there.
They have that.
Yeah.
People are saying that R&B is dying and whatever, and I don't think so. But what is it now when you have these great R&B singers, and it's like when they come out, they automatically get put on this, you know, adult AC thing, you know, and they go to the old school station, like, you know. But you hear young talent like an LMA come out that has a beautiful song. We just can't groom them to get to that Whitney Houston status.
Well, that's because there's no more artist development platforms for us to do that, which is what we're developing here. See, this is the place to start it. And the reason why I came back was, I've been offered to do that here and just build studios, and because that's what I do, yeah.
Okay.
So got a couple of offers to do this and really put together an artist development school with like people like Jan Smith and everybody all in one building, so that we can show the talent, these diamonds in the rough, what to do in the direction and the platform for it.
I'm so glad you said that, because honestly, I cringe a lot of times. I watched you several times perform, and every time you come out, I see class, I see grace, I see favor, I see what I want to see as a woman coming to a concert. And I've watched you at Wolf Creek before, and you come out in your white. It's like, oh my God, you, Keith Sweat, like you guys set the stage so high. Like you bring out class. And so I'm so glad you said that, because I think the last time I spoke with Marvelous Marvin, he had that whole thing of making you look great, making you sound great, making sure your outfit was together. People took pride in the way they looked at the concert. And not to throw anybody on the bus, I am like one of the biggest Chris Brown fans. When he came out on stage, I was like, oh my God, like you're so handsome. I would like to see you in
a suit,
yeah. I need to see that, because and even if it's not a suit, but just something, not just a t-shirt and some jeans and hanging off your butt. I'm a woman. I want to come to a concert and see these dudes looking like me, and you're always like,
say it.
Oh my God.
That's because we were taught by the best. Gene Griffin, I give it to him. He came from it's NIT.
Okay.
And that's how we learned as Guy. Mm-hmm. We learned how to dress through him. So he was the dresser. You know this.
Yeah.
And he always told us how to do it. My first interview and teacher was Wendy Williams.
How about that?
She gave me my first interview and taught me some of the things I should say and what I should not say. And I think that's probably why she don't talk about me.
Because
she was
yesterday.
Bless her.
But that and I take that to heart, because Wanda will tell you, we've seen a lot of artists, they come out with their first thing, and Wanda and I will pull them to the side and say, like, you're great, you got to do this, you got to do that, and they really look to somebody like us to be able to say that, like a Wendy Williams can tell you that. But now it's like our music is so casual.
Dude, when you come out with the hat on and it's the lights are tearing that little shiny hat up, I'm like, oh my God. Like, it's driving me crazy. Your pockets is blinged out, but it's class.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
But don't you think the audience play a part in that too? Because the stars, they try to give the audience that, but those stars seem to get overlooked because they're so used to the microwave artists, so they're not used to them being well groomed.
That is true. That is true. But I tell you this: you let one of them, Chris Brown, or any one of these rappers come and do what Outkast did when they went from, okay, I'm going to do this, but we're going to throw on these suits today because this is how we feel. It was about, artists are supposed to be ready for any and everything. And we're always ready. We fit the occasion, and that was when people always ask us, what's your style? Like, as Blackstreet or Guy, we just say, we don't have a style.
Who told you to do the whole white thing? Like, you're always in white.
I'm always in white because it just shows a sign of pureness,
right?
And closer to God, the angels.
I love it. Yes.
The angels.
Teddy Riley.
I think it says a lot, and people would like to see colors.
Yes.
Or white.
Yeah.
You can't go wrong with it.
Amen. Teddy Riley's our guest. He will be at Wolf Creek, 7 p.m. showtime, Saturday night. Make sure you get there. Teddy, thank you for coming through.
Thank you for having me.
And spending so much time with us, man.
Yep.
We appreciate it.
I appreciate y'all too.
That
was a new one on me.
Come on now.
You took me all the way back.
It's the People Station
B103.
B103.
It's supposed to rain, but that's all right. Bring your umbrellas.
It ain't gonna rain. He's wearing white. It don't rain on him.
All right, then,
Oh man. That's pretty cool.
That was crazy. Yep.
Because Neo out there dressing up, but they be like, Oh well, he just look nice, but
Yeah, he was alright. He was alright.
he said he all right.
So Teddy, what you eating these days? You staying so trim.
No meat?
You know what? I just did that.
Yeah?
In the middle of last month, we all went pescatarian,
Yeah.
and I'm trying.
I'm
such
loving
a
it.
meat lover,
Well, let me tell you, man.
and I gave it up. And
You like beans?
I love beans.
That's your meat.
Really?
Yeah. Beans is your protein.
I just had my first veggie burger that I really liked.
From where?
From what's the name of the burger place we go to? The
Killer Grindhouse.
Grindhouse.
Oh, Grindhouse. Yeah.
Grindhouse. They have the incredible burger. I
Yeah.
tried the Houston's burger and I was like, nah. And then
I like
Grindhouse,
Houston's.
and I like it.
But I like, what's the place? What's the place I like with the veggie burgers? Huh? Yeah. It's up the street from the house. No, not Houston. But you know, Cheesecake Factory got a good.
Do they really?
Yes. Yes. I get their veggie burger and try their Brussels sprouts.
Okay. I needed my burger to have a little bit of viscosity to it.
Yeah, yeah. Look like
so
look
it
like a
real
burger.
beef.
Yeah.
And when I did the Grindhouse one, I was like, okay.
Grindhouse got a good veggie.
Man.
I just.
You know what you gotta do?
Dude, I was eating meat every day, and we just stopped like a month ago.
It will
And
change
I said,
your life.
I'm gonna go to it to the end of the month, see how I feel.
Have you tried the Beyond Meat?
Beyond Meat.
No, that's what she said. That's what
Plant-based though.
Plant-based, yes, plant-based.
Beyond Meat, plant-based.
Patricia,
Not the frozen.
Patty. He just said Beyond Meat.
Yeah.
Gave it to me yesterday. Yeah.
Plant-based.
Yeah. I gotta try that. Okay.
I don't and I've been doing really well because I know that I love beans.
Yeah.
So I'll take beans and have it with eggs, my breakfast, eggs and potatoes or
And that's where you get the protein
Yeah.
and stuff from.
yeah.
I was wondering what that was.
What's that?
You love beans.
You still
You need to travel with some air freshener, Ted.
I'm not coming your way. You got that one. You got that one. You got it.
Can we do it this wall instead of over there?
This one right here.
Yeah, because those blinds kind of.
So we gonna take a shot? Okay.
Over this way.
Where you want us to go?
All right, y'all. I'm about to take a picture.
Anywhere on this side? Keep it rolling. Let's see.
All right.
Like right here?
This would be great. Yep.
Okay, cool.
All right, let's get all the way on the wall so it's not feel about it. Let's
All that water.
stick us up in the corner. All right.
Y'all look like the Jackson kids.
Got it.
There we go. 1, 2.
Gladys and two of the pimps.
Hold on. Is there one to take one?
Wait, can you take this picture?
Okay.
Okay, one more. You get a solo one right here.
Let me see that.
Oh yeah, y'all look like y'all up to no good.
Absolutely.
That's right.
No, baby.
Stop your
I'm down. All right.
You coming through? Or?
stop.
I'm trying to
this.
get through Saturday, yes.
Stop that. Now take a picture.
Let me be slick,
Okay.
Ted. Here,
All right, I gotta take a picture. I'm gonna hit y'all as soon as I get in the car. All right, peace.